the deadly pounce. The lion locks onto its target. The lion charged in to attack. The wild never gives a heads up before it explodes. One moment the vast plains appear tranquil, and the next every grass blade quivers with the thrill of a pursuit. A lion is more than a mere predator. It embodies the essence of hunger instinct and the relentless fight for existence. As twilight envelops the savannah, a solitary lioness blends into the tall grass, her gaze fixed on a solitary antelope, straying too far from its refuge. The lion remains perfectly still, sensing every breeze and pattern of footsteps. Then in one explosive instant, she springs into action, converting stillness into pandemonium. Dust billows up, hooves hit the ground, and the delicate equilibrium between stalker and prey shatters without warning. Here, each chase tests nature's laws, where timing secures triumph, and indecision leads to downfall. The savannah favors only those who navigate with accuracy, strength, and unwavering determination. The cost of waiting. The pursuit may fade, but the battle of the plains never ceases. As the dust gradually settles, another lion emerges from the shadows, older, wider, boasting the composed assurance from numerous hunts. This lion understands that survival is not merely about brawn. It's about navigating the land like a strategic map. Nearby, a scattering of gazelles approaches a shallow depression, oblivious that the ground is the very trap set for them. The earlier lioness circles wide, her movements calculated and soundless, subtly guiding the herd's trajectory. Silently collaborating, the duo shortens the distance gradually, until the tension thickens in the atmosphere. Suddenly, the male darts, driving the herd into a frenzied scatter that unveils a single vulnerable target. This encapsulates the essence of wild tactics, pressure, accuracy, and the silent comprehension that each successful hunt preserves their lineage on the merciless savannah. The trap with no escape. Night yields to a faint light over the savannah, exposing tracks etched. A lion following these paths knows every bend of the terrain, every shadow that. Ahead, a dispersed group of wildebeests browse near a steep ridge, a spot that the lioness positions herself with pinpoint accuracy, lowering her form until a second lion stealthily approaches the herd, its deliberate movements crafting the ideal trap. When chaos ensues, it does so explosively. Wildebeests scatter, hooves pounding, yet the ridge confines them between instinct and landscape. The lioness lunges upward, catching the slowest runner. In the wild, triumph rarely stems from sheer might. It hinges on transforming the environment into an ally and timing into an advantage. The calf left behind. The sun ascends higher, clarifying every sound across the vast plains. A distant rumble evolves into a surge of bodies as a gigantic buffalo herd advances, their defensive circle shifting with every step. Yet even the stoutest defenses are not without flaws. A lion observing from a rocky ridge spots a small calf, limping, struggling to match the adult's pace. Instinct murmurs of a chance. The lioness creeps closer, analyzing the formation, biding her time for the single blunder that will isolate the calf from its protectors. Then the herd twists abruptly, dust rising into a swirling fog. For a fleeting moment, the calf is laid bare, isolated, defenseless. The lion springs from the ridge, each leap intentional and fierce. Mothers spin around, roaring in outcry, yet momentum favors the predator. In the wild, instances like these illustrate survival, not malice, but the unbreakable rule that each creature must contend for its space beneath the sun. At the brink of a serpentine river, the atmosphere is thick with tension heavier than the humid air. Herds assemble warily, aware that the water presents both refuge and peril in equal parts. A lion surveys from a rocky vantage, eyes locked on the chaos that unfurls whenever prey ventures into turbulent currents. The lioness next to him gauges distance, timing, and the waves of panic rippling through hooves as the first splash resonates downstream. When a wildebeest miscalculates the depth and falters, the lion seizes the opportunity, charging with uncompromising accuracy. Water sprays high, concealing the abrupt clash between instinct and urgency. The herd disperses in frenzied tides, leaving the vulnerable one ensnared in the gripping struggle for survival's most ancient contest. Out here, the river remains indifferent to who prevails, only that the resolute find a path to persevere, while the indecisive are carried into the unforgiving cycle of the wild. The mistake that costs everything. Across a parched expanse of fissured earth, the heat warps the horizon into a shimmering illusion. A solitary antelope races, frantically escaping shadows perceived too late. In the distance, a lion narrows the space with each powerful stride, its breath calm, its gaze unyielding. The landscape morphs into a labyrinth of low bushes, transforming every turn into a gamble. The parallel tracking lioness interprets the chase with remarkable accuracy, anticipating the antelope's desperate twist. Then it occurs a slight slip, a stumble so minuscule it could easily go unnoticed by anyone other than a lion attuned to exploit the tiniest weakness. Dust erupts as the lioness intercepts the trajectory, blocking escape with impeccable timing. The antelope fights back, hooves thrashing, but the outcome has already been decided by that single misstep. In this territory, survival favors not the fastest, but those who seize every fleeting moment of weakness. By a serene watering hole, tranquility reigns, birds flutter gently, and the surface mirrors a calm sky. Yet tranquility in the savannah is always fleeting. Concealed among reeds, a lion waits, embodying the patience of a statue carved from rock. This lion knows that the thirsty tend to lower their vigilance, swapping caution for a brief respite. A small band of zebras approaches, hooves, softly tapping the mud as they draw near to drink. Nearby, another lioness inches forward, flattened against the ground, her breath steady and measured. The zebras sense something amiss, but can't identify the threat until it's far too late. With a sudden burst, the lioness leaps from her hiding spot, sending the herd scattering in frantic arcs. One falls behind, cornered by the terrain and paralyzed by fear. The lion springs forward with a powerful jump. Out here, even calm waters conceal storms that strike unexpectedly. When opportunity arises, the savannah seldom offers second chances, yet it continually rewards those who stay aware. As the herd retreats from the watering hole, a solitary zebra hesitates, shaken and struggling to find its balance. A lion atop a low rise recognizes the indecision without delay. This lion has seen enough to understand that weakness speaks louder than any roar. The lioness beside him adjusts her stance, sensing the shift in the situation. She makes her way down the slope, each step deliberate, focused as the zebra tries to rejoin its companions. The chase ignites in an instant, hooves blurring through dry earth breaths, quickening with urgency. The lioness closes the gap, steering the zebra into a constricting corridor of thorny underbrush. Forced to navigate a tight bend, the zebra slows just enough for instinct to kick in. In this wild, survival isn't guaranteed, but the hunters who exploit every weakness turn the land to their favor. Migration stirs the plains, countless hooves, transforming the soil into heavy sinking muck. Weary from their long trek, a few wildebeest wander toward a patch where the ground dangerously softens. A lion, watching from a shaded ridge, comprehends what the terrain can do. The earth itself becomes an ally. This lion communicates with a slight movement, prompting the lioness beside him to begin her descent, moving with a seasoned hunter's calm confidence. One wildebeest gets ensnared, its legs sinking deeper with every panicked thrash. Seizing the moment, the lioness launches forward, her approach direct and unwavering. The muddy terrain hampers the prey, turning urgency into susceptibility. She grips firmly, securing the battle before it can heighten. For all savannah inhabitants, even the terrain can take a side. Sometimes the key to survival lies not in swiftness or brawn. As twilight descends again upon the sprawling plains, the remnants of the day's conflicts. A lion perches on a rugged elevation, surveying the horizon where shadows. Close by, another lion joins the group, their survival achieved through instinct. Every hunt unfolds a fresh story, each narrow escape shapes the future. The lion instructs its cubs not merely on how to pursue, but on interpreting the land. In this realm, legacy isn't etched in stone, it's inscribed in every heartbeat. If you relish witnessing untamed wildlife experiences and the hidden tales of survival,